You know, he has like holes in his body. Like you can see right through him. Okay, the normal victory music doesn't play the first time, but I don't know why it doesn't play after the first boss, but it does play here. And apparently that fused shadow made him a lot bigger than he really was. Once again, Link, look, don't touch.
I hear a cop car.
Yeah. I am on the ground floor of an apartment building that's right on Broadway, so. Alright, so that's the second fused shadow. Now it's story time! Zapped. That's the name of the King of Darkness who cast this pall of shadows over your world. He's very strong. You would be nothing to him in your current state. But Santa will never be my king. I have nothing but scorn for his supposed strength. Not that your Zelda is much better. Hey, don't knock Zelda. It still appalls me that this world of light is controlled by that princess. Carefree youth, a life of luxury. How does that teach duty? Gee, Midna. But I guess I shouldn't begrudge her the circumstances of her life. She didn't choose it after all. And I would never wish harm on her. Now, as long as I can get my hands on the few shadows, I'll be just fine. Well, just one more left, shall we? And Darkness wakes up. Okay. One more heart and more chances to fail now, without dying. What am I doing here? My head aches. Well, geez, maybe that's because it got arrowed and sworded so many times.
You'd think that'd be an obvious thing.
Well, I think he doesn't remember anything that happened. Okay, now that I, again, almost completely failed, I frankly do not know how I've kept from dying so far, because it is much more difficult to play this left-handed than right-handed. Oh, there was a shortcut that I meant to activate, but it zapped me back to Kakariko Village. Heroic Eric. Or Link, should be. North of here, across the plain and past the great stone bridge, in the lands guarded by the spirit Lanairu, you shall find one who you seek. And here's Colin, who is fortunately not dead. Although he just collapsed to the ground for no reason. Did you hear what BMF called these guys? The kids?
What did he call them?
He called them the Cabbage Patch.
Wow. I remember those things back in the day. Those were creepy.
I remember seeing commercials. Their heads are so big and fat.
I know, they're so strange.
Yet they were like a huge fad when they came out, I heard.
Oh yeah, I mean they were so weird. Like they freaked me out as a kid.
I told this to BMF, but there was But there is a pizza place. There's a pizza place like right a block away from Swarthmore's campus called Renato Pizza. Spelled R-E-N-A-T-O. So when I see this guy Renato, I think of the pizza place. or you know what Nintendo Capri Sun calls him? Jesus Kravitz.
Calls him what?
Jesus Kravitz.
I don't get it.
Well, like Jesus and Lenny Kravitz. You know who Lenny Kravitz is?
No.
He's like a rock singer. He's...
Oh, okay.
He has like, I think he has friends or something. Okay, so now the Gorons are friendly and they will boost me up to places. I think there's something new I can buy at Malamar now also. Although I have a funny feeling the door I went in just now was not Malamart. No, it is not Malamart. I fail. Looks like a saloon of some kind. But I would... Where did you hear about the Back to the Future thing? I'm intrigued.
I don't remember. I think... howitshouldhaveended.com. They do these film spoofs where they show how movies should have ended in their opinion, just comedy, and they had a link to it on their website earlier today.
Oh, I thought he had the Hawkeye. Yeah. Time is money. If you're done shopping, then quit wasting both. Maybe there's something. I know there's something else I can buy. At least I think there is. Wait a minute. Hold on here. Okay, good. I thought for a minute that I didn't have as many pieces of heart as I should. Okay. So. Barnes now has some bombs, right? Now has some bombs. You know, I just think Noble must have been a good influence on him because he used to sell books when Noble was with him. Now that he's alone, he sells bombs. Get it? Barnes and Noble.
I'm sorry, I spaced out for a second.
I said when Noble was with him, he was selling books. Now that he's alone, he sells bombs. Noble must have been a good influence on him.
Wow.
Oh, another funny thing, if you take out your lantern meter, then no matter where you are, he will splash water on you. One of the few things in this game that actually makes, like, you know, physics sense. Except for the part that he splashes you wherever you are. That part doesn't really make sense. Okay, no. You know what? Maybe you have to play some minigame before you get the Hawkeye. Anyway, one of this game's coolest items happens when you combine bombs and arrows. One of the few things that disappointed me about this game was that there was no magic in this game, but I think bomb arrows make up for it, mostly. You can use bomb arrows to blast faraway rocks if you don't miss. What did that? Ooh, heart piece. Alright, time for the Boomerang. Oh, where is it? Is that it? Now I just locked onto nothing. Maybe I need to stand from the back. I think that's it. Of course,
I always loved how there's so much you can do immediately after the Goron mines.
Yeah, things really start to open up after the Goron mines.
Yeah, there's a good 4 or 5 heart pieces you can get immediately afterward.
Okay, so I blow up that, and there's a chicken here, which I think I can use for something or other. Oh, a couple chickens. Okay, BMF really wanted me to demonstrate this, so I will. Chicken abuse. If I can actually hit him. Ah, stupid walls. Come on. Oh, let me get control of you. This isn't working. I hit it. Okay, fine. So if you hit the chicken enough times with your sword, you can control it. This makes absolutely no sense to me. Reminds me of Clockwork Kazooie eggs, actually, in Banjo-Tooie. I know I keep referring to that game when you're, like, doing guest commentary and you haven't played it, but Clockwork Kazooie eggs are basically like remote-controlled bombs. But very silly. Very
I've actually
silly
played
looking.
the multiplayer of that game.
Very silly-looking remote-controlled bombs. Because everything in that game must be silly. It's a rule. Now, there's apparently something underwater here. Of course, I can't get rid of the rocks if they're underwater. There's something you can do here where you can, like, teach the kids or show off your archery skills to the kids. I think that may be required to get the Hawkeye, I'm not sure.
Yeah, you have to do the archery game. You have to go up to the top of the tower and talk to Tallow in order to do the archery game, and after that, you'll have the Hawkeye available. Okay. I think it's 80 rupees.
I have a lot more than that, so that's no problem. Okay, so we'll talk to this Goron here. We are very grateful to you for saving our chief and our precious mines, brother. It caused a lot of trouble for the people of this town. It is our turn to repay them. Hey, brother, climb up on my back and I will launch you up to the hotel's hot spring. Pretty nice hotel if it has a hot spring. And of course I smack into the wall. Okay, so this is your way up to the upper areas of the town, or at least some of them. Goron's just... That word wouldn't be appropriate. I was going to say chilling out, but then I realized it's a hot spring.
That Goron is not... Oh my gosh.
What?
Alright, you know who chills out at a hot spring?
Who?
An Oxygoron.
Blink?
Yes.
I really want to smack you with something right now.
You have to admit, that was really good. That was really well thought out.
Oh my... That was bad in a good way. Oh wow, that was... Oh, you know, thinking that might... Yeah, I just remembered. So guys, as you might have noticed, I do not have a bonus video up yet for the top moments of the Metroid Prime series. I would like... I really would like you guys to opine on some of your favorite moments. I've decided it's going to be 20 moments. It's going to be divided into 4 categories: fantastic fails, interesting incidents, wonderful wins, and colorful commentary. So 5 like places where I really screwed up, 5 places where the game glitched or just did something I wasn't expecting, 5 places where I did something unexpectedly good, and 5 places where a guest commentator just said something really funny.